What's happening, guys? I'm here to talk to you about Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is a new daily fantasy platform that's pretty hot right now. You may have seen ads online or on TV promoting it, so let's check it out. I'll give you a brief glimpse of how it all works. When you log into Underdog, you're going to be taken to the lobby, which is what you see here. Now, the lobby is going to show you essentially all the tournaments and contests that are open and available right now, usually with regards to today's action, whether it be tonight's NFL game or maybe tonight's NBA slate of action. So let's check out a few of these so you can get a feel for what these things look like. Up top here, you're going to see in yellow the tournaments, and these are some of the featured tournaments on Underdog right now. Now, these usually involve filling out a fantasy-like roster of anywhere from 4, 6, 10 players, depending on what the tournament is. And then you're going to compete against thousands of entrants. Now, the reason it's interesting is because the prize money tends to be pretty large. So you can see here, for instance, we've got something for Monday Night Football tonight. It's essentially a combination of Monday Night Football and Thursday Night Football. You're going to pick 6 players from 2 games, so that's 4 teams. Try to put together the best team possible, earn points based on standard statistical categories, and then the best handful of teams can win big money. You can see first place here is $12,000. And again, that's only on a $10 entry. So these are large tournaments with a lot of people. Obviously, it's pretty hard to get that first place. Things really have to go right for you. But the interesting thing here is the top 1,700 participants are in the money. You'll at least make your money back, plus maybe a handful of bucks. So it's pretty fun. You can follow along live on the app. It'll show you live scoring as the games are going on. It's pretty fun. Only $10 to enter. Similarly, you'll see Monday Night Hoops right here. This is NBA. Now, tonight we've got a lot of games. You'll see them all listed here. So you're going to have a lot of players to pick from. Again, you're going to pick 6 NBA players here. You're going to draft against a total of 6 teams. But then your team goes on and competes against all of the entrants in the tournament. You can see right now it's over 5,000, as many as 9,000 when this thing is ready to go. $40,000 in prizes. You can see the prize breakdown, similar to what I showed you on the NFL one. You can scroll all the way down and see exactly how scoring works, what kind of roster you're putting together, all of that. Now, let's call out one more here. Over here on the right is the Way Too Early Wildcard Tournament. Now, the reason this is interesting is this is one of the Underdog Best Ball tournaments. You'll see it says Best Ball, and you'll also see this BB blue icon. These Best Ball tournaments can get really massive. Underdog did one at the start of the NFL season where I believe first place could win $2 million. Best Ball means you pick a team, and then it'll go multiple weeks or multiple nights, depending on how it's set up. Underdog automatically optimizes your lineup based on the highest scoring individuals on your team. Essentially, that means there's zero maintenance once you draft your team. There's no trades, no waiver pickups. You just draft your team and watch and hope for good results there, because there's usually really big money available if you can make it through all the rounds and then finish high up. So here's one that's for the NFL playoffs, even though it's a couple months away still. Essentially, there's 4 rounds going from the wild card divisional all the way through to the big game at the end. Really fun. Check it out. You can find it on the lobby, or if you filter it through, you can find more options by filtering it down to NFL or NBA, similar stuff like that. So again, these are the featured tournaments. Down below, you'll see more standard daily fantasy type contests. You might only want to play against 2 other people, so you've got a 3-person contest. It's only a $3 entry fee. Of course, that means that the prize money is only $8. But these are good options for getting used to the system, getting your feet wet in daily fantasy, for instance. Each one has different variables with regards to how many people are in it, the entry fee, things like that. It's pretty fun. The other thing Underdog is really known for is their pick'em contests. So if you go to this other tab, it's really fun. Let's just click on the home screen here to filter by sport. You can see I've already got one filled out here, so I'm going to take these out. And what you do here is you essentially pick a statistical category for one of the players. Perhaps tonight you got Lamar Jackson playing. I think he's going to go over 210 yards. I'll click that. I might think Kenyon Drake is going to also go over 12.5 receiving yards. And now you see I've got 2 picks made. You have to at least make 2 in order for this to go. And then the more you string together, the multiplier goes higher and higher, as you can see. So if I put in $10 as an entry amount, you'll see I've got 4 picks. So I've locked in a 10x multiplier. If I hit all of them, 10 pays $100. So these are really fun. And the beautiful thing here is that these are relevant for college football as well. Now, today is Monday, so you're not going to have any in here yet. These usually show up on Thursday, but you can pick some really fun higher lowers for college games. It might be something like Bryce Young over 250 yards, Stetson Bennett over 200 yards passing, things like that. So you can pick some of your favorite college football players. Usually it's centered around the big games, which of course makes sense. NBA, similar. You got Kristaps Porzingis, similar type pick'em contests here. So you can string together these. You can even do it across sports. So you see I've got 4 from the Baltimore football game. I've got Kristaps Porzingis here. I've got 5 picks, 20x multiplier. $10 would pay $200. So these are pretty fun. They'll resemble player prop bets in one sense that you might be used to on other platforms, but this is how it looks on Underdog. Underdog Fantasy, again, it's a really hot fantasy platform right now. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. If you sign up, use promo code SOUTH. Underdog will double your deposit up to $100. So if you sign up, put $100 in, you're going to have $200 right away to play with. That's going to be a lot of entries. That'll cover a lot of entries to a lot of contests, so you can get used to it before you really start to hone your strategy and try to compete for some big prize money. All right, that's it today. Hope you enjoyed that.